What up, what up, what up? Welcome into Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. I am Jeffrey Cooperstein. Preseason finale, Milwaukee Bucks, Dallas Mavericks, all coming up, and the season is so close. We are 7 days away from the Mavericks playing meaningful basketball. Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs come to town next week. But tonight, it's Mavs, it's Bucks. Look, the Bucks aren't going to play anybody. We kind of knew that going in. The Mavs are going to play most of their starters. The Mavs starters tonight, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Quentin Grimes, Kyrie Irving. The interesting thing is Daniel Gafford over Dereck Lively. Does that mean Jason Kidd's going to go with Gafford as the starting center to start the year? Possible. I know he likes to tinker in the first 25 games or so. So we'll see what Jason Kidd has in store for us. Let me know where you guys are watching from down in the comments section right now. We're here live in our studios in Dallas, Texas, about a mile away from the American Airlines Center. I know we got Mavs fans all around the world. So let me know where you guys are watching from down there in the comments. And while I do that, I couldn't do today's show if it wasn't for our wonderful sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. And unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. And PrizePicks puts its members first, so withdrawals are easy, fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as little as 15 minutes. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts, just like Anthony Edwards needs to score 1 point for the Square to win. So starting next week with the season opener for basketball, if you pick more on Anthony Edwards' points, it's half a point. He's going to score more than half a points, guys. I went with the less on Jason Tatum, 26.5 points, because F Jason Tatum. Karl Anthony Towns with his new team in the New York Knicks, I took the more on 20.5 points. You can fade my picks or you can ride my picks. Just make sure you do it with PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. Download the PrizePicks app today. That's code CLNS. PrizePicks. Run your game. Man, I am so excited to be with you guys tonight as we have real Mavs basketball to talk about. And hopefully we're going to be able to do about half of the watch parties during the season. So I can't wait for that as well. We're just excited, man. This team won the West last year, and they should be able to win it again. Look, we know the West is a very difficult task, and that there's going to be a lot of teams in the mix to win the Western Conference, but I really think the Mavs are going to be favorites again. The addition of Klay Thompson was just so big for the Mavs. Klay, Quentin Grimes, you added a couple of other really interesting pieces, I think. And look, we're really excited for it, man. Tip-off should be in just a couple of seconds here as I get my channel change. Let me know where y'all are watching from. What up, Ty Man the Buckeye? Taylor watching from Virginia. We got Minky watching from Llano. Anthony Farmer Boyce watching from Cedar Hills. Let's go, baby. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in to the watch party of Mavericks today. Give me 1 second while I set this thing up here and you guys. Okay, we are good to go. First of all, I wanted to thank you guys so much for getting us to 30,000 subscribers here on the channel. It means a lot to myself. Myself and Harrison Graham have put in a lot of hard work on Mavericks Today, trying to get you guys the latest Mavs news, rumors, analysis, etc., and on everything revolving the Mavs. So we are very, very humbled and honored that you guys got us to 30,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you sub for 7 days and don't like it, you can just hit the unsubscribe button. Game should be getting going here in about 60 seconds or so as the TNT crew is showing the American Airlines Center here in Dallas. The Mavs are playing most of their guys. The Bucks are sitting all of their guys. No Giannis, no Damian Lillard, no Brook Lopez for the Bucks. So this could be a Mavs show. Mavs looking for their first win in preseason. They're 0-3. So hopefully they can get a win here in preseason. I know the preseason doesn't really matter as far as wins and losses go. But we're very excited, man. It is almost game time here in Dallas, Texas. If you're ready for this game, go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. Like the video if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. It's a free and easy way to help out the show as we try to grow it and just get it to more Mavs fans. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up icon. They're showing Vince Carter there on the television, who is officially inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, the former Maverick, with one of the most iconic shots in Dallas Mavericks history, as Vince hit that buzzer beater in round one against the Spurs in 2014. I was a senior in high school when that happened. That was an absolutely crazy shot. Let's see. Yes, Mavericks starting lineup. No Luka tonight. He's still nursing that calf injury. Thought it was interesting on, October 1st, when the Mavs went out to Las Vegas. Luka practiced that first time. Then on October 2nd, he got that calf injury, said he was going to be reevaluated in 1 week. It is now 2 weeks, as it's 15 days on October 17th, and Luka is yet to play in the preseason. I don't think it's something too much to be concerned about. I do think he's going to end up playing in the first game against the Spurs coming up here in just a week or so, and hopefully he's able to be full go, because the Mavs are going to need him to be at full go. I hope it doesn't take him the first 2 weeks of the season to kind of ramp up, and he uses that as his preseason. I want the Mavs to come out firing. This is a team that notoriously has slow starts throughout seasons. If you just take a look at the last 12 to 15 years, the Mavs are a notoriously slow starting team. So hopefully that can change and they get out to a hot start. And of course, that starts with number 77. Again, let me know where you guys are watching down there in the comment section. Appreciate you guys for joining me here on today's show. Shout out your city or country. We got 30 people watching on 11 likes on this preseason Thursday night action. Much appreciated, guys. Take a sip of water here as we await game time. And Mavs versus Bucks should be tipping off momentarily. Shout out to Anthony Farmer, Mickey Buckets, Taylor, Ty Man the Buckeye, Buddy Bear, all the real ones who have chatted already. Much appreciated to you guys. You guys help support the show, especially to Ty Man and to Buddy Bear. You guys are on every single chat sports channel that I know about pretty much. So y'all are absolute real ones, man. Appreciate you guys. We're going to get going here in just a moment. This is preseason for TNT as well. They haven't exactly announced when they're going to start this game. I assumed it was going to be 6:32 like they normally do on TNT games, but it is preseason, so we'll see as they're talking about the game right now. Do have a little super chat menu for tonight. Obviously, you don't have to donate. Everything is greatly appreciated. For a $5 super chat, we'll do a Let's Go Mavs. Let's go Mavs. $10, got some 1,800 here. I'm willing to throw down if you guys want to do that as well. Any super chat, of course, will get you a shout out. ND says, I want to see Sharp. I want to see Sharp as well. I hope that he gets some good playing time tonight. He only got 5 minutes, I believe, in the last game. So I'm hoping that the Mavs can just rest. I guess it seems like they're going to play. Seems like they're going to play most of their guys. They're close to their regular season minute allotment tonight. So we'll see what happens there. But I want Sharp to play as well. I absolutely do. The Stars are also on right now, as I believe they just took a 1-0 lead with Blackwell scoring there, so that's dope as well. Mickey says, Klay goes crazy tonight. He's due. He absolutely is due, man. He was, 0 for 6 from 3, 0 for 9 from the field against the Clippers, and that makes him 3 for 11 from three-point range in the preseason, so they need Klay to get going. I'm not too worried about his shooting slump yet. I just really hope that it doesn't carry into the regular season, man. We know everybody knows about what happened the last time Klay stepped on the court in a meaningful game in the playoffs for the Warriors last year. And hopefully that just doesn't carry over. And I don't think it will. Klay seems like the consummate professional. And I don't think he'll let that affect him too much. He has really embraced being a Maverick so far. And it seems like he's taken a leadership role on the team. And he's also just kind of immersing himself in the culture of the Dallas Mavericks. So I really think he's going to be fine. Shout out Anthony Farmer. Yes, sir. Let's go Mavs, baby. Let's go. I also want to see Sharp as well. I don't think Sharp is going to end up getting that final roster spot, but there are some interesting little intricacies that can go on with that. Obviously, Markieff Morris is going to get the final 15-man roster spot. Mavs do have 3 two-ways right now in Brandon Williams, Kessler Edwards, and who am I forgetting? And AJ Lawson. Brandon Williams is hurt. He did play against the Clippers, but he didn't look the same. Kessler Edwards is also hurt. He hasn't played in the preseason yet. It wouldn't surprise me if Jazz Gortman or Jamarion Sharp got that final two-way spot. That wouldn't shock me in the least. And now the Mavs have to kind of balance the roster because do they trust Luka's calf is going to be healthy and it won't be a problem throughout the season? That's question number one. With the Dante Exum injury, he's out until at least January. Do they believe that they need an extra guard in order to deal with that loss? I could see it, Jazz Gortman getting that final spot. Brandon Williams could keep it, but at this point, if they were picking between those two, I think they're going to go with Gortman if we're being honest. I like Jamarion Sharp a lot though. I think he's going to play in Frisco for the Legends, and maybe later in the year, if the Mavs somehow have a roster spot open or some other team is threatening to sign him, the Mavs try to make room for him because I do think he has some NBA ability, especially as far as shot blocking goes. You don't find shot blocking that often, man. The only problem is the Mavs finally, for the first time since legit 2011 when they won the NBA title, have center depth in Dereck Lively and Daniel Gafford. Maxi Kleber's technically your third center. He's hurt as well. He's going to miss some time to start the year. You have Dwight Powell, and I know Dwight Powell can't play, but in a pinch, he can play. You also have Markieff Morris, who could play center. You don't really want him playing there, but he could. So the Mavs finally have center depth, and Sharp would just be low on that pecking order, so the Mavs probably don't want to do that. All right, we got the TNT Groove, Candace Parker, Mavs Hall of Famer, Vince Carter, letting us know, and it looks like we're about to tip off here in Dallas at the AAC. A beautiful couple of days of weather here in Dallas. ND says Lob City. Let's go. He got Kai tonight, different story than the last game. That is absolutely true, Minky. He does have Kai tonight. He didn't have any point guards last game. Kai didn't play against the Clippers, so he does have a point guard to be distributing. And I said this on a video earlier in the week. The Mavs haven't had their starting five play together for 1 minute yet in training camp or preseason, and I do think that could hinder them a little bit to start the season. Like I said, we know the Mavs always like to start out slow, and hopefully they can figure it out, man, because they can't afford to start slow again. We saw that happen last year, and they got in a little bit of a tiff, and look, credit to Nico Harrison. They made the trades for Gafford and Washington, and it spearheaded the start of a magic run to the NBA Finals. So hopefully they can go to the Finals, but hopefully they don't need a shock trade at the deadline to make that happen. And here we go. We are set to tip off. Mavs starters, Kyrie Irving, Quentin Grimes, Klay Thompson, P.J. Washington, and Daniel Gafford taking the court. Now, let me check who the starters are for Milwaukee. It looks like it's Prince, Smith, Robbins, Trent, and Johnson. If you don't know who those guys are, you're not alone. No one knows who they are, man. But they're about to get underway here as well. So, this is obviously a Mavericks-centric broadcast here, and we'll keep it like that as this game gets underway. Gary Trent Jr., A.J. Johnson, Taurean Prince, Tyler Smith, and Liam Robbins, the center. Never heard of him in my life. That's why it's preseason, baby, and that's why you subscribe to the channel. Let's go. Shout out to the 49 people watching right now. If you could hit that thumbs up icon, it would be greatly appreciated as we get underway with Mavs and Bucks. Let's go. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Sean Wright, the official tonight, the crew chief, about to throw the ball up in the air in Dallas. And here we go. Daniel Gafford loses the tip. Taurean Prince will control it, and it will be Milwaukee Bucks basketball to start. Here to the Bucks at the top of the key. It's Robbins. He gets the dribble handoff over to Gary Trent. Gary Trent goes into the lane. Floater No good. Rebound, Milwaukee, no good. They get the rebound again for a third chance, and it's a foul. So the Mavs, first possession of the game, not rebounding too hot. That's all right. It is preseason, like we said. 20 seconds in here, Prince to inbound from the left side. They get it into Robbins, who's guarded by Gafford. On the dribble handoff. Step back. No good. Rebound to Klay Thompson, who's going to push it up the court here. Klay looking for a passer. He gets Quentin Grimes. 3, top of the key. No good. And the rebound goes to Milwaukee as both teams miss their first couple of shots. Here's Johnson. He gets it to the top of the key over to Gary Trent Jr., who kicks it out. Right corner 3 for Milwaukee is no good. Grimes the board. Quentin Grimes going to bring it up. Mavs showing a little bit of diversity of ball handling here so far. Gafford takes it at the high post. Nice dip to Kyrie in the lane. Easy lay-in for the first points of the game for the Mavericks. Gafford showing off nice passing skills there. Let's go. First minute gone here. Mavs back on defense now. Here's Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr. He's guarded by PJ Washington, does a great job. Over to Johnson, who drives in the lane. He's stopped by Grimes. He has to kick it back out here. Grimes is clamping on him. Johnson gets in the lane. It's no good, and it's out of bounds. Good defense by Quentin Grimes there. 1.2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mavs showing great team defense so far. The inbound goes to Smith. Smith will take a baseline floater. No good. He gets his own rebound. He'll go back up on Gafford. He'll miss, and Gafford gets the board. Here come the Mavs. Washington up to Grimes. Grimes! Oh, my God, he smoked the layup. He had a wide open layup, was in the middle of between dunking and layup, and he just smoked it. Robbins, top of the key. He gets it to Trent. Trent, guarded by Klay, does a good job. Robbins pulls up from 10. No good. QG bringing it up for the Mavs. Gets it to Kyrie Irving. Irving gives it to Gafford. He wants the dribble handoff, can't get it back. Here's Washington. He'll drive in the lane, take a Euro step floater. No good, gets his own board. Loses it, gets it back. No good. It is preseason here, fellas. Oh, my goodness gracious. It is preseason indeed, as it's just 2-0. Johnson gets in the lane. He'll kick it out to Robbins for a 20-foot J. It is good. The game is tied at 2. Xavier, no Luka, Giannis, or Lillard. I know it. The Mavs are playing most of their starters, but the Bucks elected to not. Quentin Grimes, he guards the inbound. They get it into Trent, though. Trent will drive right. Floater in the lane is good. Bucks take a 4-2 lead. Not a lot of action on the Mavs on the offensive end as Klay, he dumps it off to Gafford. Gafford, a little jump hook in the lane, and it is good. Little 4-4 ball game here. Johnson drives over to Robbins. Robbins, little spin move. He picks up his dribble. He's dead. He passes it over to A.J. Johnson. They got the mismatch with Gafford. They'll get the switch now as it's Kyrie. Gary Trent, top of the key, calls for a screen. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Trent drives right, pulls up from 15, and it's good. Gary Trent Jr. is going to be a nice addition to the Bucks this year, man. They needed a tough guy who can make some shots and play some defense like him. Here's Gafford. He'll get it over to Washington. It's knocked away by Prince, retained by Gafford. Prince playing great defense, gets the steal up to Trent. Trent will lay it in. Sloppy from the Mavs right now on the offensive end. They got nothing going. Gafford the screen. Kyrie, pull up 3. It's good. Kyrie Irving hits from 3, and we're going to see a lot of that this year. Turn a Gundam says, isn't this guy a Steelers fan? I do work on Steelers Talk by Chat Sports. Shout out to all the real ones if you watch Steelers Talk. But I'm a Mavs fan as well. The Mavs are my favorite team. Torian Prince. 3 is no good. The rebound to Washington. Kyrie will bring it up. 8-7. Just 3 minutes or so into this game. Kyrie dribbling around. Slices it into Gafford. There is a foul, though. 4 minutes in. I don't love the flow of the offense. I'd like to see Klay Thompson get a few more shots here. That's what we came to see, is to watch Klay Thompson shoot the basketball, especially in preseason. I mean, it's nice seeing them try to run different things, but get the ball to Klay. Kyrie inbounds to Gaff. Klay runs one of his Golden State plays, is wide open for three. It's no good. So he came all the way around, got the open three above the break, and just missed it. Robbins, he'll take a three now. It's no good. Grimes the board. Mavs looking to push. Grimes, he'll take it himself. Spins, backs, dumps it off to Gafford. Gafford misses the dunk. Gets it out to Klay Thompson. Top of the key three. It rims in and out. Klay can't buy a bucket in the preseason so far. 0 for 2 tonight from three. 5 minutes in. Bucks get an and one. It's 10-7. I'm good. Sam Brown, the GOAT. Daniel Gafford over to Klay. Klay in the lane. Kicks it out to Grimes, who will take a wide open three from the corner. No good, but there's a foul, and it will be Mavericks basketball as we hit our first timeout. Ooh, the offense isn't looking good, man. They're getting plenty of open shots. They're just not making the open shots. So I guess I shouldn't say it's not looking good, because as long as you're getting the open shots, that's fine. But it is a make or miss league. And if you make, you win. If you miss, you likely lose. While we are here at a TV timeout, I'd love to tell you guys about our lovely sponsor, which of course is PrizePicks, which is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. And unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. And PrizePicks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Sign up today and receive $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts, like Anthony Edwards just needs to score 1 point for that particular square to win. And here are my picks for tonight. I took the Anthony Edwards more than point on a basketball opening night. Jason Tatum, I'll take the less, 26.5 points, because it's Jason Tatum here on Mavericks today. And Karl Anthony Towns, give me the more in his New York Knicks debut against the Boston Celtics. You can ride my picks, you can fade my picks. Just make sure you do it with our friends at PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. Once again, it is guaranteed. It's PrizePicks. Run your game. Shout out to PrizePicks, man. We absolutely love PrizePicks here at Chat Sports. They are one of our biggest sponsors. And I love playing, man. It's awesome. It's always a good time. 10-7. You haven't missed much, if we're being honest. The Mavs are just not making any shots whatsoever. Shout out Jimmy Roblox, says Tyler Smith is a rebound beast. Yeah, he's kind of a stud. He's been a good rebounder in this game so far. So we'll see what that brings to the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not sure he's going to be a big piece for the Bucks this season, but that remains to be seen. 6:48 remaining in the first quarter as we come back from commercial and get ready to resume play here. Hopefully the Mavs can get a little more juice on the offensive end. Let's just say that. Mavs wearing their home whites tonight. Bucks in their traditional road greens. Let's see what we got here. Damian Lillard in street clothes, as is Bobby Portis. Brook Lopez is dressed, but he obviously won't play tonight either. Luka in his sweats as well. Looks close to returning. He did practice this week, which is a good sign for him playing. He led all players in scoring last year for the first time, did win that scoring title. Doc Rivers, obviously, the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks as well. He's setting his team up for this first possession. Bibble, what up, man? Says, who all did the Mavs trade? The Mavs traded Josh Green, Tim Hardaway Jr., and am I forgetting somebody else? Derek Jones left. And then they got Quentin Grimes, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Those are the moves the Mavs made this offseason. Here's Daniel Gafford. Klay Thompson on the curl. He's double-teamed. Kicks it out back to Kyrie, who will fake the shot, get it back into Gafford in the paint. Gafford up and under, and he gets the dunk. Daniel Gafford so crafty in the paint here as the Mavs pull within one. 10-9, 6 minutes remaining in the first. Offensive foul on Taurean Prince. This one's going the other way. The Mavs are looking stingy on defense so far. I love Gap's energy, man. I really do. Kyrie gets it to Daniel Gafford, who will give it off to Klay Thompson at the top. Thompson takes 2 dribbles to his right. He'll kick it out to P.J. Washington, swings around to Quentin Grimes. Grimes shot fake in the lane. Bank no good, but a blocking foul. And it looks like QG is going to go to the line for 2. A little bit of a late whistle from the official there. But QG is about to go to the line, and he could give the Mavs the lead right now. He could give the Mavs the lead. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to be here all season long. I kept saying off season. We're going to be here all season long. Probably do about half the games, 40 watch parties or so is the goal. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be here for all 40 games of it. I can't wait, man. Appreciate whoever just subscribed. You're an absolute real one. Thank you. As Quentin Grimes hits the first. And misses the second, so it's a tie ball game here as we approach 6 minutes left on the clock. Gary Trent, he's trapped on the left side, gets out of it, goes baseline, tries to kick it off. It's a turnover. Klay grabs it up to Kyrie. Kyrie, back to Klay, wide open 3. Klay misses again. 0 for 3 on the night for Mr. Thompson. A.J. Johnson, once a Texas Longhorns signee, has it. He's guarded by P.J. Washington. Trying to size him up one-on-one. Drives in the lane. A nice move by A.J. Johnson. Can't get the layup, though. And Grimes will corral the board. Grimes to Gafford. Gafford with the DHO back to Grimes. Gets it over to P.J. P.J. will pull up from 3. It's no good. He'll get his own rebound. Looked like a foul on A.J. Johnson. He traveled, and they didn't call it. Johnson goes up on Bucks on the fast break. They'll pull it out. Taurean Prince traveled once again, and they didn't call it. No good. And the rebound for Washington. I mean, my God, I know it's preseason, but the officials need to call it travel. Kyrie will pull up from 3 from the top of the key. It's good. Kyrie is so good when he's going at full speed and he can just pull up abruptly like that. There's no one in the league that can do that like Kyrie Irving, man. The Mavs take a lead 13-10 here with 5 minutes remaining. When he's going full speed and he can just stop on a dime and pull up, it's awesome to watch. I love watching Kyrie play basketball. He's one of the most special guys, one of the most electrifying talents I've ever seen play, man. He's absolutely special. Bibble! The refs be blind no matter what. You are right about that one, brother. They are blind in the preseason, they are blind in the regular season, and they are blind in the postseason. It's always F the refs here on Mavericks Today. You know what it is. Always F the refs. Shout out Jerry Bryant watching from Amarillo. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. Let's see. Klay Thompson. So he was 0 for 6 against the Clippers. He is 0 for 3 tonight, I believe. Double check that. Yep, 0 for 3 tonight. So that's 0 for 9. And then he was 3 for 5 in his first preseason game. So that makes him 0 for 9 or 0 for 6. 0 for 3, that's 0 for 9. 3 for 14 from three-point range. Yikes. I think Klay's the second greatest shooter of all time next to his former teammate and Steph Curry. He's got to start making some shots. If the Mavs want to get off to a quick start this season, they need Klay Thompson to make some shots. The schedule to open up the year is somewhat tough. And let's take a look at the Mavs schedule to open up the year. We got the Spurs, obviously. First 5, Spurs, Phoenix, Utah, Minnesota, Houston. Then you have Orlando, Indiana, Chicago, Phoenix again, Denver. So your first 10, you're looking at 7 playoff teams in there. Utah, probably not a playoff team. Rockets will be knocking on the door. Chicago, probably not a playoff team. You got to start fast, and you got to start quick in this Western Conference. There are so many good teams in the West. When you go and look at it, who are the bad teams in the West right now? Portland, they're bad. San Antonio isn't good, but they are better than they were last year. I think Houston is better than they were last year. Memphis is obviously better than they were last year with the return of Ja Morant. The West is a gauntlet, man. I think the Warriors may be among the worst teams in the West, and that is crazy to even say. Bobby, I appreciate it. I absolutely do not sound like my pops, but I wish I had that voice. But I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Mavs with an early 3-point lead here. AJ Johnson. Ooh, Gafford got the 10 on that. I think did the Bucks end up challenging, or was that a call? Did that go to review? TV broadcast not really showed me what happened. No, they didn't count that. Here's Johnson, the rookie out of Australia. He's from America, played in Australia last year. The screen, Najee Marshall checks into the game for the first time for the Mavs. He'll guard Johnson. As it looks like Plumlee with the nice left-handed layup gets it in. It's a 1-point ball game. PJ over to Klay. Dereck Lively also checked in. It's interesting that Gafford started over Lively. I wonder if that's what the Mavs are going to go with to start the year. Kyrie gets it into Lively in the paint. Nice left-handed jump hook. Dereck Lively worked a lot on his offensive game this summer, and boy, is it showing early in the preseason. I really think he's going to be a guy that the Mavs are going to rely on to score this year. He'll take a couple threes. Has an improved post game. I love it. Here's Plumlee. He's guarded by Washington. He has the size advantage. Spins baseline. Washington doing a great job of guarding him. Gets it clean. Lively tries to get it. No good. Shot clock violation. And the Mavs playing stingy perimeter defense here. Good defense from the Dallas Mavericks so far. And if Jason Kidd wants anything, all he wants you to do is guard. If he wants anything in life from his basketball team, all Jason Kidd wants is for you to guard. Washington going to bring it up here. By the way, go give me a follow on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27. I'm always tweeting about the Mavs. Jaden Hardy's checked in for the first time to replace Klay. Washington gets it on the block, guarded by Prince. Prince, clean steal. PJ just couldn't handle it. Here's Gary Trent. Trent gets it to Connaughton, who checked in as well. Plumlee with the seal screen. He'll get it in the lane. Easy left-hand layup. Nice little pick and roll there by Connaughton and Plumlee. Mavs still have a 1-point lead. Najee Marshall going to initiate the offense. Gets it over to Lively at the top of the key, who gets it to Kyrie. Kyrie dribbling off Trent. He'll pull up from the left baseline and hit. He is so freaking smooth. Kyrie's ready to go to start the season if nobody else is. He's got 10 points on 4-4 already. Pat Connaughton on the dribble handoff. He'll dump it off to Plumlee. Another bucket for Plumlee and an and one. As Mason Plumlee, or is that Miles Plumlee? I always forget which Plumlee is on the Bucks. But he has 6 points, all on left-handed layups, and he's about to go to the line for a 7th here. Oh, I'm tripping. That's Andris Pajniks. It's not even Plumlee. He looks like a Plumlee brother. That's on me. My goodness. It's preseason for us, too. Shout out, Bobby. Appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you, Bibble. Oaklander says, I'm a Warriors fan here to see how Klay is doing with the Mavs, other than Kyrie not pulling Nets catastrophe again. Kyrie has been a model citizen so far. Hopefully that continues, as the free throw is no good. Yeah, Klay, hopefully he does great with the Mavs. It's been a rough preseason for him, but that I don't put too much stock into that, and hopefully he can start shooting like he was in the Bay. Spencer Dinwiddie checks in. A scoop layup is no good. Lively tries to get the board. Connaughton traveled, but they didn't call it. DeLon Wright, former Mavs, is checked in as well. Taurean Prince will pull up for three. It's good. And the Bucks will take a 19-17 lead here with 2 minutes remaining in the first. Marshall will kick it out to Kyrie. Kyrie, dribble handoff. Easy. Oh, tried to get the alley-oop to Dereck Lively, but he's fouled. And Lively will go to the line for two here. Fernando says, go Bucks, go. No, Fernando. Go Mavs, go. We appreciate you tuning in, though. The Bucks did a lot of free agency work as they signed James Akinjo, Pajniks, who we talked about, Taurean Prince, Liam Robbins, Ryan Rollins, Gary Trent Jr., Stanley Umude, and DeLon Wright. That is a lot of bodies that they signed. A.J. Johnson and Tyler Smith, were their draft picks. Dereck Lively, first free throw is up, and it is good. Hopefully Lively can improve a bit from the stripe this year. I think he was just under 60% last season. He makes both, so that's good. As the Mavs take seesaw back in front here with 2 minutes left in the first. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It'd be greatly appreciated. Bibb will answer that in just a second as Connaughton puts up a three. It's no good. Kyrie takes it up through the logo. Goes coast to coast, Kyrie Irving. It lays it in. I mean, Kyrie is making this game watchable right now. Plain and simple. DeLon gets it over to Anje, who throws it away. Mavs basketball, 1.5 minutes remaining in the first. Bibble, any new rookies? Yes and no. The Mavs, they traded away their draft pick, and they have Jazz Gortman, who technically is a rookie. Omax is in his second year, didn't really play last year. No rookies are going to contribute for the Mavs this year, I'll put it that way. Hardy over to Lively. Lively over to Marshall. Marshall, left-handed layup, it's no good. The Mavs did nothing in the draft this year, if that's what you're wondering. Marjon Beauchamp is in as well. Pat Connaughton will get it, though. Left corner three, it's good. The Bucks take a 22-21 lead here in the waning seconds of the first. Spencer Dinwiddie, who the Mavs brought back after he was traded to the Lakers last offseason. The Mavs traded him away in the Kyrie Irving deal. Speaking of Kyrie, he has it now. Kicks it over to Spence. Spence is isolated. He'll take the dribble. Right hand. No good. They're going to push as Jackson Jr. gets it over to Connaughton. Three is no good. It's an ugly first quarter. Kyrie's going to hold as the Mavs go 2 for 1. 5-second differential. It's not a 2 for 1. This will be the Mavs' last shot here. Screen comes. Kyrie, left-handed dribble. Kicks it over. Dinwiddie, corner three. No good. Rebound Milwaukee. They have it with 3, with 2. Connaughton with 1. They're not going to get a shot off, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead, 22-21. Pretty sloppy from both teams there, if we're being honest. Don't love how the Mavs played in that quarter, especially on the offensive end. Want to see Klay Thompson make a freaking shot. That's kind of all I want, is to see Klay Thompson make a shot, man. It's been bad so far. He's 0 for his last 9. Just want to see it go in the bucket one time. Klay Thompson's wearing a Dallas Mavericks uniform, one of the best shooters to ever play this game. I just want to see him make a bucket. The game's already on, Jeff. Why are you saying that? Like the video. If you love the Mavs, like the video. Appreciate you. Kalo, let's go Mavs. Yes, sir. Let's go Mavs. Fernando, appreciate you, my guy. Luka, your calf's feeling better? That's good. I heard you practice this week, so I'm hoping you're ready to go next Thursday night, because if you're not, we're in trouble. We're in trouble if you're not ready to go. Fernando, you're a Bucks fan? Why are you a Bucks fan? Appreciate you joining, though. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Who are you guys most excited to watch on the Mavs this year? Is it Quentin Grimes? Is it Klay Thompson? Is it Luka as he tries to win his first MVP? Who are you most excited to watch this year? I think it's Klay for me, honestly. Although, I mean, can't go wrong by saying Luka or Kyrie. I love watching both of those guys play basketball, man. It is an absolute treat to watch Luka Doncic play basketball every single night. It just is. It just is. Shout out to Kalo, Bobby, Turn a Gundam, 510 Life Oakland. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate the support. If you hear yelling in the background, that's my boy Trace Gerard. He's doing the Thursday night football game as the New Orleans Saints take on the Denver Broncos. So that's going on as well. What's going on in the Dallas Stars game here? I believe the Cleveland Guardians won. The Yankees took the lead. Oh, my goodness. The Yankees took the lead. Dodgers and Mets just started. Let's see. The Stars are up 1-0 end of the first against the Capitals as Colin Blackwell scored. Stars are hot, baby. Let's hope the Mavs can do the same. Aaron says maybe Klay Thompson can be left open. In the preseason, it seems that way, man. I mean, I hope he can make a shot. I want to see him make a shot in this quarter. This quarter, I want to see him make a shot. I wonder if he comes back here and starts the second quarter here. Let's see. Couple of good defensive possessions from the Mavs as that part of the game looks like it's ready to go into the regular season. The offensive part of the game does not, though. But the most important thing is, of course, the defensive side of the ball. I'm not worried one single iota that this Mavs team is going to score the basketball, man. Not one single iota. Even if Klay isn't firing, they're still going to score a lot of points because they have Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving on the court. Doc Rivers is 19-23 overall since taking over with the Bucks, including the postseason. Yikes. That whole Bucks thing was crazy last year. They fired Adrian Griffin mid-season, hired Doc Rivers, and he did not do any better. As here we go in the second quarter, Dinwiddie will bring it up. Klay is back in. He gets it over to Gafford. Gafford looking for an outlet, gets it to Klay. Klay will pull up from 17. Way off. I mean, he's not even close. Klay Thompson's not even close to hitting a bucket right now. Pat Connaughton, he'll knife his way in, and a foul on Gafford to prevent the easy layup. 30 seconds in. HN, Bucks 108 points? You're saying that is that an over-under? Dan the man. So Luka ain't playing. Luka is not playing tonight, sadly. Connaughton dumps it off. Easy bucket there as the Mavs allowing some easy points in the paint. Dinwiddie, guarded by former Mav DeLon Wright. Thompson gets it right back to Spence. We'll give it to Gafford at the top. They get Hardy on a curl here. Hardy into the lane. He'll pull up a floater. It's good. Nice bucket from Jaden Hardy. We know Jaden Hardy can score the rock, man. Jaden Hardy can score the basketball. He's a professional scorer. Is he a professional defender? Is he a professional distributor? That remains to be seen. Connaughton, nice left-handed scoop. It's no good. Mavs have a chance to run. Oh! Late foul call by Curtis Blair. Late foul call as the Mavs were on a fast break. Dinwiddie is saying he cleared out. And let's check the replay here. Oh my God, that absolutely is an offensive foul on Pat Connaughton. But they're going to get Gafford. Whatever. DeLon Wright with it. He'll take a three from the top of the key and smashes it home. DeLon Wright was so bad in his year with the Mavericks. I kind of disliked DeLon Wright for how awful he was. Mavs quick fast break. Dinwiddie over to Thompson here. Thompson dribbles right. Swings it over to Najee Marshall. Pump fakes. Dribbles. Marshall. Nice take by Najee Marshall, as he banks it home through contact. Really excited about Najee as well and what he can bring to this team as the Derrick Jones replacement. 2-point ball game. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Bucks scrambling. They get it out to Wright, who gets it to Connaughton, who will dump it off. Turnaround J is good by Anjay. 29-25 Bucks. Let's get Klay a bucket here as he'll take a three from the right wing and hits. Klay Thompson has made a three-pointer. Alert the presses. Type those 31s in the chat, man. Klay is back. Hopefully that one, he saw it go in. Hopefully that'll get him going. Connaughton no good. Klay grabs the board. Trying to push here now. Gets it to Hardy. Hardy will drive. He'll go baseline. He'll kick it out. Another jumper from Klay. Oh, yeah, he's cooking. He's cooking. Klay saw two of them go in. No concerns. All concerns alleviated. All concerns alleviated. Klay Thompson's back. He saw two go in. We're good. Whew. I was nervous there for a second. He saw two go in, but now we're okay. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It greatly appreciates the channel, or it helps the channel out as well. Dan the Man, A-Chan, 510 Life. No Luka Magic tonight. No, sir. I wish he was too. Yes, Klay, finally. He's back. He's back. Klay Thompson's back. He never left. Look, we know Klay is one of the greatest shooters of all time. Even Steph Curry goes in slumps. Klay went into a slump. He got out of it. But nonetheless, made the last two, and he is back and better than ever. You know what else is back and better than ever? It's our friends at PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play a $5 lineup. It is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. And unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. PrizePicks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. PrizePicks is the best way to win real money this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. And you can go with any kind of sport. They got football. They got basketball. They got baseball. They got hockey. They got soccer. PrizePicks has it all. And they also have a promotion going on right now where Anthony Edwards, all he has to do is score one basket in the season opener, and that square hits. Anthony Edwards more than half a point. Jason Tatum less than 26.5 points. Karl Anthony Towns more than 20.5 points. Those are my picks. You can either ride my picks or fade my picks. Just make sure you do it with our friends at PrizePicks. Again, download the PrizePicks app today. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on PrizePicks to get $50 instantly. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game. Shout out to PrizePicks, as always, for sponsoring today's show. 1 sec. I'm going to step off screen for 1 second. I'll be right back. Told you, I'm back. I'm back. Dan the Man, if Klay scored twice in a row on my team, I'd call a timeout too. Hey, Klay's the second greatest shooter of all time. He's still a Hall of Famer. Angel, can the NBA season start already? This preseason is so dumb. We want the real games and the main guys playing. Tuesday, my friend. NBA season starts Tuesday. Mavs kick it off on Thursday, but we got real live basketball that matters beginning on Tuesday. I can't wait either. It's been a long offseason. DeLon Wright gets it for the Bucks. They're going to throw an alley-oop. They tried to throw an alley-oop, but it was a bad pass. I might irrationally dislike DeLon Wright. Who is this Jackson Jr. cat? Oh, Andre Jackson from UConn. Okay. Foul on the Mavs. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Shot no good for the Bucks as Dinwiddie will take it. Dinwiddie, guarded by Wright, calls for a screen. No one comes. Klay's going to take it here at the logo. Gafford's now going to come set a screen for Klay. Klay will turn it over. Jackson Jr. goes up on Klay. Good defense by Thompson, though. And he forces the miss. He'll push it back up to Najee Marshall. Marshall will go in the lane with his left. He'll spin. He'll kick it out to Dinwiddie. Good defense by Klay. That's nice to see that he can still stay in front and play clean ball there. Klay will take at the top of the key. Little step back. A one-legged fadeaway from Klay. It's no good. Tried to pull out his best Dirk impersonation. Did not work out for him. Pat Connaughton gets it over to Robbins, who's back in. 3 for Milwaukee is no good as Green misses that. Clear foul. Dinwiddie's going to go to the line here for 2. AJ Green on the foul. The Bucks are playing a mix of no-names and rotation players, whereas the Mavs have played pretty much exclusively rotation players so far in this one. Mavs finished 50-32 last year, 5th in the Western Conference. Spencer Dinwiddie knocks down the first. Gives the Mavs a 2-point lead. Who doesn't like Kyrie Irving? Cowboys VBG. Who doesn't like Kyrie? I love Kyrie Irving too. Dinwiddie makes both. Mavs open up a 3-point lead here. DeLon Wright. Clear offensive foul. They just don't call it. I don't know what the hell Curtis Blair's looking at as the Bucks are going to get a 3. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know it's preseason for you too, but watch the damn game, refs. God almighty. That's how people get hurt. Here's Dinwiddie. Gets it over to Klay. He'll kick it back. Double screen here. Dinwiddie on his right. Crosses back over. Gets in the lane. Nothing there. Good defense by the Bucks. He dumps it off to Gafford. Gafford, he'll miss the dunk, but is fouled and will go to the line. Gaff will go to the line. Hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. Greatly appreciate it. It helps push the channel to more Mavs fans so we can get these watch parties popping. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Thoughts on Luka being ranked 2 in this year's rankings? He was ranked 2 last year. Personally, I'm obviously biased. I think he's the best player in the NBA. I can see why people would put Jokic ahead of him. I mean, it makes clear sense, right? I mean, Jokic can do everything on the offensive end. He's the best passer in the world at 7 feet tall. He's a point center. He's an NBA champ, 3-time MVP, maybe at least 2. I think 3. Guy's awesome, plain and simple. But I'm gonna go with my guy 77, despite them ranking him number 2. He's gonna be. I thought he was gonna be number 1. Turns out he was still number 2. Offensive foul on the Bucks, and this will go the other way. (34-32). 7 minutes remaining here in the quarter and the half. On Keat, I'm updating it myself. I know it's updating late. Klay will go to the bench here. He made a couple shots. That's good to see. Kyrie checks back in, as does Lively and Grimes. Kyrie with his left. Banks it up and in. I mean, is there anything with the basketball Kyrie Irving can't do? I mean, seriously. Is there anything he can't do? Lively takes the center at the top. The handoff to Wright. Hardy probably fouled him. They didn't call it. Prince is guarded closely by Irving. Prince gets past him. Loses it. That's out. Oh, and they call it Bucks basketball. I mean, look, I know the refs are bad, but this is just embarrassing. Yeah, Kyrie at 25, I actually get. Believe it or not, the year before, they were in Kyrie at like 34 or 35. So that one I actually understand. Dereck Lively was at 56 as well. And I think Klay was like at 71. So the Mavs have 4 of the top 100. That is pretty cool. Hardy gets it below the basket. He'll get it to Prince, out to Kyrie. Kyrie will get it to Lively. The DHO is going to go to Hardy, who will dribble with his left. He gets fouled. They don't call it. The Bucks have a 2-on-0, and this is going to be an easy dunk. Grimes tried to get back, but the Bucks get it. Mavs get it back up quickly. Irving on the right side. Steps back, gets it to PJ Washington, and that'll be a... Oh, they called it a block. I thought it was a charge. I thought that was a clear charge. But they're going to call the block on Jackson. Washington's laughing about it. I think he knows it's a charge. Yeah, I think Milwaukee's about to challenge this. Nothing infuriates me more than incompetent officiating, and that is what we have here. Shout out Genie. Win Mavs. I want the Mavs to win too. They're 0-3 in the preseason. You always want to get some good vibes going before you start the year. I know preseason doesn't really matter as far as the wins and losses go, but you want to win. You absolutely want to win. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Dan the Man on key. I'm going to say this right. Kabugoys. Good Lord, that one's impossible. Fernando, Genie. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. We'll be here all season. If you could hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. We're going to try to do about half of the games this year, and we're definitely going to do all of the playoff games as well when it gets there. We had so much fun during the NBA postseason doing these watch parties with you guys. So if you would like to, please hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/MavsTV. Myself and Harrison Graham, we do videos almost every single day on the Mavs. I'll be doing the watch parties this year, and I just can't wait to hang out with you guys and just talk some Mavs ball, man. Always fun. Grayson, shout out to Grayson. I missed this one. Klay is a killer. The other teammate not feeding him. He got a fair amount of shots. He just wasn't making them, but he did make the last 2, so that's a very good sign. It's a very good sign that Klay is getting out of his slump here. I wonder if they bring him back in the second or if they just let him ride until the third quarter. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Mavs with a 2-point lead halfway through the second quarter. Appreciate all the real ones for hanging out with us here on a Thursday night. You got Thursday night football. You got the Stars. You got ALCS, but you're watching us here at Mavericks Today. Can't thank you guys enough, man. Appreciate you guys. We're back at the American Airlines Center. And I believe this challenge was successful. Didn't see. They didn't say whether it was successful or not. I thought it was. No, I guess not. They're going to go to the line. As Doc said, it doesn't matter if he's moving. And Doc is right. Sean Wright is an absolutely incompetent official, but we knew that already. Kyrie's kind of been in his Duffy tonight. He's ready for the season to start just like we are. Dan the Man. Yes, sir. I can't wait for those playoff watch parties either. I know those are so far away, though. We got 6 months until the playoffs start. It's like, I love the regular season, and I love the grind, the 82-game NBA season, but get me to the playoffs, man. There's nothing like playoff hoops. Nothing like it. My mother just called me and said, "Hey, dear, this is your loving mother. Call me when you get a chance." Mother, I will call you back soon. I'm live on Mavericks Today. I just told her working late, we'll call. Hardy's going to slob, which is side out of bounds. They get it to Dereck. Oh, it's stolen. Oh, my God. What a piss poor out of bounds. But then Milwaukee loses it, and the Mavs will get it back. I mean, Hardy's got to be better. Hardy's got to be better at passing the basketball if he wants to make an impact on this team. This is a make-or-break year for Jaden Hardy, man. If he doesn't get it together this year, it could be over for him. Let's see. Kyrie now is going to inbound. He gets it to Hardy. Quick. Oh, Hardy missed the layup. That was a great pass from Kyrie. Hardy gets his own board, though, and he'll put it back in. Shows him a little weight room. Jaden Hardy. We know he can score, as I said earlier. The problem is the other stuff. Andre at the top of the key. Gets it to Trent. Trent, right-handed floater in the lane. Spins in. GTJ looking nice for the Bucks early. Here's Dereck Lively. Mavs love to get it to the center at the top of the key and initiate their offense through that. Hardy has it now. Left side, scoop layup. It's good. Jaden Hardy getting going on the offensive end. Johnson will take it. Johnson with the little push pass. It's no good. Lively the board. Mavs looking to push. Lively gets it up to Hardy. Hardy's going to pull up for three from the left wing. No good. No good. On the floor right now for the Mavs, Kyrie, Quentin Grimes, PJ Washington, Jaden Hardy, and Dereck Lively. Lively gets a block. Oh, but it goes out of bounds, and that will be Milwaukee Bucks basketball. How do you say this brother's name? Andrzej Pashnix. Andrzej Pashnix. It's a hard name, man. Those Eastern European names are difficult to pronounce. Bucks inbounding from the baseline. They get it to Gary Trent, who takes the baseline shot. It's no good. Kyrie the rebound. Kyrie gets it over to P.J. Washington, who will drive with the left. He gets a strip by Taurean Prince. Bucks now with the 2-on-1. Trent's going to pull up for three. No good. Thompson, who checked back in with the board. Give me a couple more buckets, Klay. Klay gets it over to Grimes. Grimes will take a three now. It's no good. Lively towers over Prince, gets the rebound, takes a dribble, left-handed jump hook is good. Dereck Lively doing the dirty work on the glass. Mavs up 6. It's their largest lead of the night. Dereck Lively has 6 points on 2 of 2 from the field. Pat Connaughton with it. Dribbles right, funnels into Lively. Gets it back to Prince, who will take it a three. It's short. The rebound to Lively now. Here's Kyrie. Looking for an outlet, doesn't have one. Gets it over to Washington on the right post. Washington jab, dribble. He gets it stolen by Connaughton. Connaughton runs the fast break, gets it over to Trent. Trent kicks it out. It's stolen by the Mavs. Here comes Grimes. Back and forth here. Grimes, Thompson, three. It's good. Klay Thompson with this second three of the night. And he looks like he's ready. He looks like he's ready. Klay Thompson is a Dallas Maverick. It is unbelievable. The highest profile free agent signing in Mavericks history. Without question. AJ Johnson gets it. Mavs get another steal, though, as Kyrie does dirty work down on the baseline. He has it now. Pushes it up to Quentin Grimes. Grimes will drive. Kick. Lively. Lane. Good. Doc doesn't call a timeout. I thought he was going to, as the Mavs open up a double-digit lead here. 47-36 Mavs. Let's go. We got 2 minutes remaining here in the half. Gary Trent in the lane. Right-handed layup. No good. PJ pushes it now. And the Mavs are cooking on offense. Here's Kyrie over to Grimes. Grimes in the lane. Looking for somebody. He'll push it back out. Gets it to Klay. Klay, left corner three. Oh, it's good. Klay Thompson scorching. Klay Thompson scorching, baby. Let's go. He was fading out of bounds, and Klay just splashes the three as the second Splash Brother is hot after missing his first three. AJ Johnson, that'll be short. Mavs are on a 12-0 run. They're looking to extend it. Kyrie gets it. He's going to pull up from 25. It's up. No good. But there's a foul. And this will be Mavericks basketball. What a run from the Mavs. 12-0 here in the last 2.5 minutes. As Klay Thompson's hitting some shots. Dereck Lively had a nice post move. Nice little floater in the lane. And the Mavs offense finally starting to click. LBB says, I picked the Timberwolves to win this game between the Bucks and the Mavs. Lord Buddy Bear, it was my fault. I accidentally put the wrong thumbnail on there. I had that one already made, and I accidentally put that on there. So the Mavs and the Bucks, not the T-Wolves. That's on me, but I appreciate you, my guy. Dan the Man says, I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. You know it. You know it. Klay Thompson being a Mav is actually crazy. It really is. I never thought I would see someone of Klay Thompson's caliber. I mean, this guy's a 4-time NBA champion, the second best shooter in NBA history, and he's on the Dallas Mavericks. 52-36 here, $1:48 left in the half. As A.J. Johnson's going to bring it up. He's guarded by Quentin Grimes. Bucks looking to get into an action here. They get it over to Trent. Big's going to come set the screen as they get it to Prince. Prince will make a skip pass all the way over to Trent. Trent gets in the lane. He'll put up a floater. It's no good. The rebound of the Mavs. Here's Klay. It's a 3-on-2. Klay over to Washington. Washington throws it down with 2 hands. Stand on business. P.J. Washington. Washington showing off his athleticism, and the Mavs have an 18-point lead. Pat Connaughton, he'll take a step back and hit it from the free throw line. That's a nice shot there from Connaughton. Here's Kyrie with it. Klay's going to come set the screen now. They're going to do a lot of this year. Klay gets it at the free throw line. He'll kick it out to Washington. Washington will pull it from the wing. Left 3. No good. Lively fights hard to get the board. Kicks it back out to Klay. Klay's going to shoot at top of the key. Oh, he just missed that one. That one looked good. We got 30 seconds left in the half. Johnson, he'll pull it back out. Thought they were going to go 2 for 1. That's a non-intelligent basketball move from the rookie PG there. Bucks looking for a shot. Johnson dribbles right. Pulls it back out. With 3 on the shot clock. Gets the dribble hand off to Trent. Trent's going to have to force something up here. He does. It's short. Here come the Mavs with 10 seconds. Washington has time. He'll take it with 8. With 6. With 5. Gets it to Thompson. Right wing. With 3. With 2. Thompson heaves it up. But no good. And that will be the half. As the Mavs will take a 16-point lead. 54-38 to halftime. And look, it wasn't a great quarter by any means in the first for the Mavs, but in the second, they showed you why this team can be so dangerous. Klay Thompson made a bunch of shots that we are accustomed to Klay Thompson making, and it looked fantastic here in the second quarter. I'll give you an updated box here. Klay started out 0 of 3. He's now 3 for 7 from 3. If you get 3 for 7 from Klay, plus 18, you'll take it every single day of the week. Kyrie Irving leads all scorers with 14. He's 6 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. He's added 2 assists to that. Daniel Gafford with 6 points and 2 boards, as well as 2 assists. Dereck Lively, 8 points off the bench, 7 boards. I love Dereck Lively. He's awesome, dude. I can't wait. It doesn't matter if he starts or come off the bench. The guy just produces and brings energy. He doesn't care where he's playing. He's just happy to be playing hoops. That's why I love Dereck Lively. That's why I love Dereck Lively. Oh, shout out, Buddy Bear. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm going to change the live poll here. We'll go. Michelle, sup? What's going on, Michelle? Klay. Najee. Grimes. And Willie. All right, new live poll is up. Let me know who you guys are most excited to watch in a Mavs uniform this year out of the 4 new guys. Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes, or Spencer Dinwiddie. Let me know. I think Klay's going to win this poll. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Miguel Wells says, Klay Thompson. Did you watch that second quarter? He was on fire. Bibble. We just built different. You know what it is around here, Bibble. You know what it is. Let's see. The Dallas Stars Oh, they're down 2-1. What happened there? That's no good. Stars down 2-1. Checking on the baseball here. Yankees lead 5-3, bottom of the ninth. And Dodgers and Mets tied at 1. We'll turn to the baseball for a bit during halftime, but let me know what y'all think. Who are you most excited to watch this year for the Mavs? Let me know. Bibble. Miguel says you watched the whole preseason. Yeah, I did too. And it obviously wasn't great for Klay by any means. But look, man, preseason just doesn't matter. It's all about getting into shape. It's all about learning the team. The starting five hasn't even played together yet and probably won't play together. I guarantee you they won't play together until opening night at the absolute earliest. I hope Luka plays on opening night, but we'll see if he actually does. I mean, it'd be nice for him to play on opening night and for them to finally start getting into a rhythm. I was hoping he was going to play tonight, but no minutes in the preseason again. Last year, he dealt with a little back issue that kept him out of his homecoming at Real Madrid. And like I said earlier, the Mavs are notoriously slow starting in seasons. So, Buddy Bear, my man, coming in with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, Buddy Bear. Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs. Buddy Bear, I'll get your super chat up here in just a moment. Got to redo the comments. Let's see. There we go. Fetch. Just doing some behind the scenes work here, as we sometimes have to do here at chat. Lord Buddy Bear coming in with the 5. I appreciate you, Buddy Bear. We are all human. I like to point out miscues partly because I'm going to take it partly to be helpful. Expect a Patron shot or whatever Harry Potter said. Expecto Patronus. Expect a Patron shot. Buddy Bear, you already know you're a real one. You know what it is with me, man. We're all cool. There's nothing. Buddy Bear, you can do whatever you want here on Mavs Today, my friend. You know that. You're always welcome here. I'm about to pour this on. Make sure I don't spill. Make sure I don't spill. Shout out Lord Buddy Bear, brother. I appreciate you. Hey, let's go, Mavs. Here's to a great season. Let's try to get it done this year, huh? Let's try to get it done. We came up short last year. Lost to the C's. Let's try to get it done this year. Cheers, fellas. Woo! Let's go. Shout out LBB, baby. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dan the Man said he honestly should have played tonight. I kind of agree with you. If we're being honest, I kind of agree that he should have played. I know the Mavs want to be extra cautious. And look, Luka played 100 games last year. Played in 70 regular season. It added up to exactly 100 games. Given all the games he played for Slovenia in the Mavs regular season and playoffs. He played in 100 games for the Mavs. I believe it was 72 regular season last year plus 20. All I know is it adds up to 100 games. I don't remember what it is. Let me go on Basketball Reference real quick and look. But he played exactly 100 competitive games dating back to the World Cup with Slovenia. So they're trying to take it very cautious and keep it slow. But look, the Mavs need Luka because, like I said earlier, I think he's the best player in the world. I think he's the absolute best player in the world. 70 regular season games, that's right. And then it was 22 playoff games and then 8 games with Slovenia. That's what it was. Added up to 100 competitive games in less than a calendar year, which is pretty insane when you think about it. Bibble, I apologize. I don't know what's going on there. We have to pay the bills. I know we do run some ads, so I apologize for that. But that's how we get paid here at Chat Sports, man. That's how we get paid. Ninad says, I think Luka will play in first regular season game. I think so too. Angel says, mind you, this is without Dame, Giannis, Middleton, Lopez, and Portis. Literally, y'all have half starters. Bucks got third stringers starting. Oh, I'm aware. Oh my God, the Guardians just tied the game. The Yankees just blew a 2-run lead in the ninth as John Kinsey Noel hits a 2-run homer to keep the Guardians alive. Wow. Oh my goodness. How about that? John Kinsey. That's wild. Always love to see the Yankees take L's. LBB says, the Klay edition makes you already better than the Celtics. Rematch would win easy. Knicks and Sixers could be a problem. From your mouth to God's ears, Buddy Bear. Klay absolutely makes the Mavs better. Are they better than the Celtics? I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're better than the Celtics. I really like the Knicks. I think they got better with the Cat deal. I just didn't think Julius was a winning basketball player, so that was an easy deal for them to make, in my opinion. Sixers, if healthy, are a dangerous team. You got PG, Embiid. Embiid misses playoff games, though. But I agree. Those are your three teams in the East for sure. In the West is an absolute gauntlet. I still think the favorites are OKC, Dallas, and Minnesota. Denver's still there as well. Those are probably your four favorites in the West, but it's going to be a great season, especially in the West, man. Like I said, Portland's probably the only truly bad team in the West. Like, the Warriors are a team that probably doesn't make the postseason. I mean, how insane is that? The Warriors are probably a team that doesn't make the postseason. As the Yankees blew a 5-3 lead in the ninth. That's crazy. Shout out to Buddy Bear with that super chat, man. Any and all donations are always greatly appreciated here on Mavericks Today. They go a long way with helping us get some studio space, allowing us to do more watch parties and things of that nature. So any and all that you guys can donate is always greatly appreciated. If you can't donate, that's completely okay. We completely understand. All we ask is that you hit the subscribe button and like the video. That's all we ask. Halftime here should be back in about roughly 5 minutes or so. See what the Mavs do in this second half. Jason Kidd said this was going to be the dress rehearsal. So are the Mavs going to play their guys into the third and fourth? We'll see. I think they'll play into the third for sure. I'm not sure about the fourth, though. That's when you might see the likes of Jazz Gortman, Jamarion Sharp, E-Man Miller, those kind of guys. 54-38. Klay Thompson got hot there in the second quarter, which is the thing I needed to see most tonight to make me feel confident going into the season. You just had to get Klay going. There wasn't any other option. Let me turn this fan on real quick. It's a little toasty in here. Oh, yeah. That's way better. Close to returning here in the second half. Buddy Bear says, supposed to snow tonight. I'm worried I might not work tomorrow. Buddy Bear, remind me where you're located again. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but general area. Snow is crazy. Dallas has the craziest weather ever, by the way. I went to the Texas OU game. For those of you that don't know, I'm a huge Longhorns fan. Hook 'em, number one in the nation. Big game against Georgia this weekend. But it was 95 degrees at kickoff of Texas OU on Saturday. I believe on Wednesday, it got all the way down to 50. That's a 40-degree difference in 3 days. On Monday, it was 90. So like less than 48-hour difference, we had 40 degrees cooler temps. I love the cold in the morning. I'm a big cold over hot guy. This weather in Texas is just insane. Miguel says LGK. Hey, I always welcome Knicks Nation onto this stream, man. What is good, Knicks Nation? Marsh is my guy. Marshy turning 30 on Saturday, for those of you watching who know Marshall Green. Dan the Man says, hook 'em, current student. Let's go, baby. I grew up a Texas fan. I'm one of those classic t-shirt fans. My mom went to UT, so I grew up a diehard Longhorns fan my entire life. My first game I was there was when Chris Sims went off against A&M. I believe that was 2000. And I've been a Longhorn diehard ever since. I stayed up late to watch Vince Young win the national title when I was in 4th grade, and my mom was pissed at me because I stayed up so late, but it was worth it. And I absolutely love that team. I'm so glad that we're back and we're number 1. Huge game this weekend. Huge game. I can't wait. Going over to my dad's to watch. Yes, sir. You know the vibes, baby. You know the vibes. I wanted to make it out there this Saturday, Dan, but it's just not going to work out. The tickets were just too crazy expensive. Go give me a follow on Twitter. I always talk Mavs. I talk Horns. I talk Dallas Stars, Texas Rangers, Chelsea as well. I'm a big Chelsea fan. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. I greatly appreciate that. I talk all sports, man. I just love sports. It's what I wanted to do my entire life, and this is an absolute dream, getting to talk to you guys about my favorite team, the Dallas Mavs. No doubt about that. Miguel says we're going to make the playoffs this year, definitely. You're talking about the Knicks or the Mavs? Dan, I know. Along with F1 in Austin this weekend, it is just insane. I was talking to some buddies who are trying to go down, and I know Georgia fans are having to stay either here in Dallas or in Houston because there are quite literally 0 hotel rooms in the Austin area. That's what I heard, so that is wild. Like I said, I would love to have gone to that game, but the traffic and just overall chaos in that city, I think I'm all right staying up here in the DF Dub. I will definitely be in Austin though for a game, either probably the Florida game, maybe the Kentucky game. If I'm down there, I'll hit you up. We'll go grab a brewski or something. Second half getting underway here momentarily as the Mavs and Bucks. Mavs hold a 16-point lead. They went on a 14-0 run at the end of the half and opened up a big lead here against the Bucks. Klay Thompson had a very good second quarter, and that's what I really liked. I love what I've seen from Quentin Grimes, not just this game, throughout the whole preseason. I think he's going to be a big part of this team going forward. If Luka's not playing or if Kyrie is not playing, I think Grimes is your 6th starter, honestly. If Luka, Kyrie, or Klay aren't playing on a given night, I think it's Grimes that slides into the starting lineup. Because he's played that role before, and he's so versatile that I think he's the guy, even over Najee Marshall, that will make the starting lineup. So that'll be something to keep an eye on as the season rolls on. But I bet Grimes gets, let's call it 15 to 20 starts. Turkish says, I live in Austin, and it turns into hell. Yeah, dude, I know. My best friend lives out in Georgetown, and it's just going crazy out there. I know that. It is crazy out there. Mavs versus Spurs. By the way, we will be live for Mavs versus Spurs next Thursday as the 2024-25 season opens up. So join me for that as well. We'll be kicking it, talking Mavs ball. Real Mavs ball that actually matters. Like the score, win-loss. All of that starts counting 7 days from now. Can't wait. As we are back, start of the third quarter, second half about to begin. Trying to see who's on the court here for the Mavs as they're showing Spiro Ditas and Reggie Miller. UTA&M game is going to feed generations. I want to go to College Station for that game so bad. There is nothing I need in my life more than Texas beating A&M. Like, nothing in my life I need more than that. The Mavs have 5 blocks and 3 steals as a team. They played good team defense tonight. I will give them that. That part of their game looks like it's ready to go. Turkish says, tough question. If the Pels get desperate for a center, would I trade Gaff for Trey Murphy? I would trade Gaff for Trey Murphy, but they would not take Gaff for Trey Murphy. Murphy's an awesome player. They view him as a cornerstone, so I don't think that deal would ever happen. We are underway, and Spencer Dinwiddie is in the game for Kyrie, and as his floater goes in for the first bucket of the second half. So it looks like Kyrie's night is done. And Dinwiddie will assume the first team point guard duties here. Mavs get the steal. Here's Quentin Grimes, 2-on-2 with Washington. Washington will kick it out to Hardy for 3. Good. Klay Thompson not in either, but Hardy knocks it down. And the Mavs have a 21-point advantage. Same starting, not, yeah, it is the same starting five for the Bucks as Johnson gets it over. Hill right-hand scoop layup off the glass. It's no good. Gafford tries to get the board. Can't. Gets it back to Johnson. Smith will pull up from three. No good. Grimes the board. Dinwiddie grabs it. Gets it over to Gaff. Gets the DHO back. Kicks it out. Hardy will take another one from the top of the key. It's long. The board by Mr. Prince. Torian Prince, the man out of Baylor. Trent goes up. No good. Washington, the board. Mavs trying to push here now. Don't have numbers. Washington's going to go one-on-one with Prince. He'll lay it up. No good, but a foul, and he'll go to the line. (59-38), Mavs lead. Darvin Ham, I forgot, joined the Bucks staff. What a shit show the Lakers are. JJ Redick, I think he's going to be a good coach in this league, but for him to be just thrown into the fire like that with all the circus with Bronny and whatnot, oh boy, good luck. Washington makes the first. Can hear Trace shitting himself. What's going on in that Saints game? Somebody let me know down there in the chat. Washington makes both, 61-38. Dinwiddie with it now. He'll step back for three. No good. No bueno. Deflection by Dinwiddie out of bounds. It will be Milwaukee basketball. 9:45 remaining in the third. Prince did go with him. He went with him. Prince is dancing. So the Bucks actually had a decent record when Giannis, Lillard, and Middleton play together, but yikes, they had a losing record with Doc Rivers as head coach, which is crazy. They do get a bucket there, though, and it's 61-40. Hardy gets over Grimes, top of the key. Grimes behind the back dribble. Nice move. Hardy will pull up now. It's way off. Looks like they're just going through the motions, trying to get through these last 24 minutes of the preseason unscathed. Smith will pull up. Major lag on the television, but he makes the shot. I don't know what is going on with TNT's feed, but we'll get that figured out here in just a moment. I got it back now. Quentin Grimes pulls up from the free throw line. Can't hit. As the Bucks looking to try to go on a little run of their own. Take a three from Smith. It's no good. Mavs will take the board. Gafford gets it over to Grimes. Grimes, right-hand dribble. Goes for the right-hand lay. No good. Gafford the board. Gets his own rebound again. Fouled and one. Daniel Gafford. He missed. He got his offensive rebound. Made it with the contact. The hoop and the harm. If you know, you know. Nice little reverse layup there from Daniel Gafford. And he'll go to the line to convert three the hard way. About a 70% free throw shooter last year was Gafford, so it's pretty good for a guy of his size and stature. 8 points, 3 boards, 2 blocks for Gaff. It's about what you're going to get, man. Nothing wrong with that. He makes the free throw. 64-42, the Mavs lead. A.J. Johnson takes it. He's over at the left hash mark now. The screen comes from Robbins, who loses it. Grimes with it. They have 2-on-1 with Hardy. Grimes loses it now, and the Mavs are going to have to pull back out. The trailer, back to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie jabs. Has Smith in his face. He wants to pull this so bad. He'll dribble, though, to the right. Scoop layup. It's good. Nice bucket from Spence. So we know he can get buckets for sure. That's never been a problem with Dinwiddie. It's the efficiency in which he can get the buckets. Robbins, wide open three, top of the key. Cashes. He has a nice little stroke there. I don't think he's going to play much if at all, for Milwaukee this year. But when you have a big like that who can shoot the rock, you'll play in the NBA at some point. Clear foul on Gary Trent, who just assaults Spencer Dinwiddie. 7:36 remaining in the third. Mavs are about to make a sub. I believe Najee Marshall is going to come in here. Let's see. Turkish. If I had to guess, what would the starting five in the first game of the playoffs be? Would Klay, Najee, or Grimes start with Lively over Gaff? I will answer that in just a moment at the timeout. That's a very good question, and I think the answer, there's some discussion to be had there. Robin's with it. Here's Gary Trent. Floater in the lane. It's good. (68-47) the score, as Marshall did check in. Hardy, right-handed dribble, kicks it out to Marshall. Marshall cashes from the top of the key. Really excited about the addition of Najee, man. He's a different breed than Derek Jones, but I think they bring a lot of the same dog mentality. So I'm excited about him. Here's Johnson. AJ in the lane. Carried, no call. Oh, they actually did carry it. Oh, my God. Sean Wright called the carry. I'm shocked. That'll be our first timeout. All right, so starting five in the postseason, I do think it's going to be what you think it's going to be. Luka, Kyrie, Klay, PJ, and Lively. Lively may not start the season as the starting center. As by all accounts, it looks like it's going to be Gaff, but maybe that changes in the next week or so. But I think it'll be Lively by the time the playoffs rolls around. However, I think the question we need to ask is, what is the closing lineup going to look like? Does Klay play good enough defense to have himself in the closing lineup? We'll see. Is it going to be not? Do you put Najee Marshall in the closing lineup? Do you put Quentin Grimes in the closing lineup? All right, so let's just do this. Luka and Kyrie are in the closing lineup for sure. I think PJ is in the closing lineup for sure. And then it's a combination of Gafford, Lively, Grimes, and Marshall, I think, fill out that closing lineup. And that's something Jason Kidd's going to have to tinker with as the season moves on here in the first 20 games or so. I really think there's potential that Klay is not in the closing lineup at the end of games, which is crazy to think about considering how much you paid him in the offseason and the stature that he has in the game. But it would not surprise me whatsoever if it ended up being QG or Najee in the closing lineup at all. That wouldn't shock me one bit. Ant putting up 31 in the Knicks game was low-key trying harding. Is that who they played the other night? That's pretty sad. Oh, yeah, because I forgot, because DiVincenzo and Rick Brunson got into it. Shocker, by the way. Rick Brunson causing controversy. Color me shocked. Jalen Brunson's dad. I love Jalen Brunson. One of the best players in the league. He was a great Mav. He's a great dude. Had the honor of meeting Brunson a few times. His dad, though. I don't want to get myself in trouble, but his dad's a problem. That's all I'll say. Dad's a problem. Gotta love sharing a name with the landlord. Yes, sir. Dan, let's go. Klay, I believe, has 11. Let me double check. Yes, 11 points. Klay finishes his night, 11 points, 4 of 11 from the field. Not great. 3 of 7 from 3. Much better, especially after starting 0 of 3. So he's 3 for his last 4, which we love to see there. As we are back, beautiful skyline in Dallas. It's such a pretty night out there. Showing Victory Plaza. Luka on the bench wearing his Mavs crew hoodie. He's chilling, enjoying himself. AJ Lawson there as well. That's pretty insane. The last 6 MVP awards have all been foreign players. Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. All 3 of them. Internationals. Could Luka be next? Let's only hope. He was the one that took Brunson away from us because his dad, it was really Mark Cuban. I'm not going to get myself in trouble. Lips sealed. Lip sealed. All I'll say is there's a reason everyone has beef with Rick Brunson. That's all I'll say. Lively is in the game now. He'll hand it off to Marshall at the top of the key. Marshall gets it to Hardy. Hardy will drive left. Nice move by Hardy. Can't get the floater to fall, though. But Lively chases down the board. They're going to call an offensive, not an offensive, a loose ball foul on Dereck Lively. And it will go the other way. Bibble says we got this in the bag. I hope so. The result of a preseason game doesn't really matter. But you always want to see the team get a dub. Markieff chilling on the bench with Luka. Johnson will take it, guarded by Hardy. Bucks have some new faces in the game now. As I believe that's Ryan Rollins who's checked in for the Bucks. No, that's Beauchamp, excuse me. Marjon Beauchamp. G League Ignite product, second year. Najee Marshall has it now with Lively. Lively just throws it away in the backcourt. Beauchamp's going to take it, who cut his hair. Nice move by Beauchamp. He'll lay it up and in. Mavs try to run a fast break. Can't get the shot to go now. AJ Green will take it. Gets it over to Smith. Back to Green. Green out to Beauchamp at the top. Beauchamp will drive and kick. Nice little dribble handoff there from the Bucks. Johnson with the floater in the lane. It's no good. The offensive rebound by Milwaukee. Lively loses his leverage and has to foul to prevent an easy layup. Bucks will go to the line. Five minutes left in the third as OMProsper getting set to check in for the first time for the Mavericks. C25. Or, excuse me, C2 Shifty. As soon as you said that, Omax goes to the table. Do you know something that I don't know? Are you at the game right now? Omax coming in right now. Turkish says, say we had to play a team with a quick guard like Ja or Fox. Who guards them if Klay plays? Would it be PJ, Kai, or someone else? Great question. I think you would start with Kyrie. And then if it doesn't work, you quickly go to Quentin Grimes off the bench. I think that's the role he's going to play. The quicker guard is going to be hard for the Mavs to guard with Luka, Kyrie, and Klay on the floor together for sure. I don't think those guys are going to play a ton of minutes together on the floor. I really don't, as Dinwiddie hits the 15-foot floater. Like, they'll start games, but outside of that first 5 or 6 minutes, I'm really not sure those guys play a lot together. I really don't know. Mavs have a 23-point lead. It is 50-73. Get the score right, Coop. Marshall has it. Over to Lively. Marshall knifing in the lane. He gets fouled. Excuse me. He will go to the line for 2. 2 shots. 4 and change remaining here in the third quarter. And I believe this will be like the last time you see the Mavs rotation players in the game. As when they check out, they'll be done. Luka has the stats in his hand. He's clapping. Still engaged despite not playing tonight. Still engaged in the game, which is pretty awesome. Teammates love Luka, man. He's just a fun guy to be around. He jokes all the time. And he's just, and I quote JJ Redick, he's a sick fuck at basketball. He's an absolute genius when it comes to the game. He's unstoppable. Beauchamp in the lane, right-handed layup is no good. The board to QG. Grimes gets it to Lively. Nice little give and go. Grimes will get it out to Omax, who will drive. He'll pull up from the free throw line. It's good. Nice little jumper there from Omax. If you guys watch the channel, you guys know how I feel about OMProsper. I absolutely love the kid. Think the potential is limitless with Omax. I don't know if he contributes this year into the rotation, but at some point, he's going to be a reason why the Dallas Mavericks win some basketball games, whether it's this season or next. Grimes will pull up from 3 on transition. It's no good. Bucks will take it and go the other way. 77-50, 3.5 remaining here in the third quarter. AJ Green kicks it out. Smith, 3, good. Pardon me. Lively will hand off. Dinwiddie tries to get around the screen. He'll step back from 3. It's no good. Dinwiddie hit a buzzer beater. That exact same shot against the Brooklyn Nets in the 21-22 season for the Mavs. Missed 2 of those tonight. Omax guarding A.J. Johnson now. Johnson can't shake him. Passes out. To Green. Gets it over to Anges, who gets it to Beauchamp coming off the corner. Misses the pull-up. Omax and Grimes combine for the rebound. Najee Marshall brings it up. He gets it to Dinwiddie. I think you'll see Najee running some offense too. Grimes over to Lively. Back to Marshall. Marshall spins. Nice in the lane. Floater, Lively, it's good. Lively has hit a left-handed floater and a right-handed floater in this game. I'm telling you, man, he is dangerous. That's a bad man right there, Dereck Lively, as the Mavs have a 26-point lead. And I think they're not going to go winless here in the postseason. While we are at a commercial break, I do need to tell you about today's lovely sponsor, which is, of course, PrizePicks. If you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS, you will get a $50 bonus when you play just a $5 lineup. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports, and unlike other apps on PrizePicks, it's just you against the numbers. You can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. And PrizePicks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts, like Anthony Edwards just needs 1 point for that square to win. That's right. You heard that right. If Anthony Edwards scores 1 point on opening night, that square hits automatically. So here we have it. Edwards, more than half a point. Jason Tatum, less than 26.5 points. And Karl Anthony Towns, we'll take the more on 20.5 points. You can ride my picks. You can fade my picks. Just make sure you do it with our friends at PrizePicks. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS. PrizePicks.com/CLNS and code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It is guaranteed. PrizePicks, run your game. I'll put that link in the comments here and the description. There it is. It is PrizePicks. We love PrizePicks here on Mavs Today and all throughout chat sports for show. Mavs got a big lead here on the Bucks as the 2024 NBA preseason is drawing to a close. We'll see what happens here in the fourth quarter. I would anticipate the Mavs play some of the guys like Jazz Gortman, Jamarion Sharp, maybe an A.J. Lawson, maybe a Brandon Williams. Klay will dominate for the season. I hope so, Vag. I hope so. Your All-Star back. If Klay makes the All-Star team, that would be sick. WNBA Finals tomorrow at 7 for those interested. Sabrina Ionescu with a crazy buzzer beater last night. In the same spot where Luka hit his in the Western Conference Finals against the T-Wolves. Excuse me. Dame Lillard coaching up A.J. Johnson out on the sideline at the timeout. Mitchie! Oh my God. We're on a Mavericks channel if you want to come on the show.
Will I make anyone else come on the show?
I don't know about that. Mitchell Renz, host of our Raiders Report. Buddy Bear was in the chat earlier. I don't know where he is, but he's wearing a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader uniform for Halloween. I don't know why, but he is. Someone paid him to do it, I guess. 1,000. Mavs have a 26-point lead And the scrubs are now in. Dereck Lively, huge rejection. My goodness. Lively's still active, even if this game is coming to a halt here. Ryan Rollins gets sent into oblivion by Dereck Lively. I love Dereck Lively, man. Brandon Williams has checked in as well. Corner 3 made by AJ Green. Ba-boom. Lively gets it over to Marshall, who will dribble with his right, throws it up. It's a turnover, but Lively gets it back, and they're going to give it back to the Mavs. Hardy, left hand. It's no good. Omax gets it now. His left makes it, but a shot clock violation. Bucket will not count. Mavs lead 79-56. A minute and a half remaining here in the third quarter. I believe Lively just checked out. Dwight Powell is in the game for the first time. Getting some preseason action. 2024 Olympian. Ryan Rollins, floater off the glass. Good. Nice little bucket there from Rollins. Omax will take it up. See what Omax can do with the rock here. He'll get it to Powell, his fellow Canadian national team teammate. Jaden Hardy in the lane. Right-hand lay is good. Nice little move in the lane as he sneaks through traffic. Anjis with the ball, top of the key. Hands it off to Rollins, who has Williams on his hip. Williams will deflect it, though. It's out of bounds. And it will be Bucks ball with 48 seconds remaining in the third. I'm glad Williams is getting on the court because him and Jazz Gortman are in a battle right now, in my opinion. We'll see what Williams can do here as he changed his number from 00 to 10 as well. Anjis with the spin off Powell. Left-handed scoop. No good. Marshall the board. Looking for somebody. Doesn't have anyone. He'll bring it up, though. Gets it to Powell at the top. Powell looking for a handoff. Has no one there. Gets it out to Hardy. Powell comes at the screen now for Hardy, who will go left. Hardy will pull up from the break. Misses. And the Bucks will take it. 58-81, and the Bucks will hold for the final shot of the quarter. With 10 seconds at the logo. Here's Rollins. Stolen by Marshall. Marshall gets it. He goes up and he throws it down. And Ryan Rollins makes a dirty play on Marshall and almost kills him. Bucks take a half-court shot. Air ball. 58-83 to end the third. That was almost a dangerous play. Marshall goes up. He takes Rollins' cookies, goes up and dunks it, and he falls into the cameraman. That could have been a serious injury. We can't get injuries in preseason. Take Najee out the game. Need him healthy. Need him ready to go. Need him ready to go. It is the fourth quarter. Go ahead, type those fours down in the chat for me. Let's go. Get those fours going. Yes, sir. Get those fours up. DCFL says, my guys, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Bibble says, do I think the Mavs hold on to get 100? Yeah, they'll get 100. They'll score at least 17 here in this fourth. They'll get at least 17 here in this fourth. Type those fours in the comments. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Shout out to all the 3,000 people that have joined us already. Greatly appreciate your guys' support, man. We can't do this without you guys. Let's go, Bibble. Yes, sir. Life with Eric says, wish the Mavs would fix this whole stream thing. It sounds like there's a resolution coming. Life with Eric. Check back next week. I'll say that. Check back next week. It sounds like a resolution's coming. What I'm hearing sounds like a resolution will come. I also hope it's sooner rather than later because I want to watch the Mavs as well. And in my current setup, unless they're on national TV, I cannot do that. Did the Guardians end up winning? Oh my goodness, they did. Wow. The Guardians came back and won. Jeez. The Yankees are absolute choke artists. Fourth quarter here in Dallas at the AAC. Looks like it's close-ish to a sellout crowd. For a preseason game, that's pretty dope. The Mavs, now, you can say that this is skewed, but the Mavs have sold out like a crazy amount of games. I don't know what the streak is up to now, but it's close to I think it's close to 700 or something like that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. C2 Shifty, am I doing fantasy basketball? I have not played fantasy basketball before, believe it or not. I play fantasy football. I have not played fantasy basketball, though. Maybe this year. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. If you know of a league, let me know. Looks like all the Mavs rotation players are out now, as Jazz Gortman is in, as is Brandon Williams, as is AJ Lawson. Is Jamarion in? Is our boy Jamarion in the game? Dwight Powell's still in the game. No Jamarion Sharp yet. I wanted to see him. I don't need to see Dwight Powell. I know what Dwight Powell's about already. No Luka for ML. No Luka tonight. Hopefully plays Thursday. I think he will. I think he'll play next Thursday. I'll change the quarter real quick. AJ Green, pull up three, top of the key. It's no good. AJ Lawson, the Mississauga, Ontario native, with the board. Gets over to Brandon Williams. Now it's Powell, who tries to hand it off to Omax and does. Omax gets open, back over to Williams. Kicks it out to Omax, right wing three. No good. His shot looks good, though. His shot looks good. There's something there. Gortman guarding Rollins. Beauchamp now by Lawson. Beauchamp gets past Lawson. Floater lane. No good, though. Here comes Lawson on a fast break. Up to Williams. Williams, nice dribble. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for two. That was a nice move by Brandon Williams to draw the contact. In a pinch, I think Brandon Williams can do a job. The only thing is, I think Jazz Gortman has a better NBA skill than Brandon Williams has. And that skill is scoring the basketball. Brandon Williams can do that at a very high level. Jazz Gortman can. Whereas Williams is okay as a scorer. Gortman can light it up. In the G League, I bet Gortman averages like damn near 20 points for the Legends. Decon, what happened to the player from TCU training camp roster? I thought he was intriguing. Maybe a better long-term option than Lawson. Emmanuel Miller, yes. Still on the roster. Played in at least one of these preseason games. He's not going to make the team, unfortunately. I like his profile. He's 6'7". He's big. He can defend. He can shoot threes. But I think they believe Lawson's a better athlete. And since he's been with the team for the last year plus, Lawson has the inside track there. I agree, though. I like Emmanuel Miller a lot. We talked about him over the summer a bit. Had a good summer league with the Mavs. But he's not going to make this team, unfortunately. Lawson, right wing three, gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Mavs lead 84-61. Lawson going to the line to try to make it 87. Life with Dereck Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Whoever unsubbed, that's mean. What the heck? We got you covered. Yes, sir, Decon, I got you. Yes, sir. If you have any Mavs questions, hit me up. This fourth quarter, it's pretty irrelevant to what happens here in the season. So if you have any Mavs questions, put them in the chat. We can just talk shop, talk some Mavs, man. That's why we're here, right? We're all Mavs fans. That's what we're here to talk about. Ryan Rollins brings it up, guarded by Jazz Gortman. It's 86 as Lawson makes 2 of the 3 free throws. Williams crosses over right to left, gets to the bucket. That was a nice move by Williams. Maybe he heard me talking crap about him. As I hear the gong from Mitchell Wren's going. Omax playing some stingy defense on Jackson. Jackson, though, gets past him. No good. Rebound to Omax. Omax is just really big and strong, man. He's got an NBA body. He's a NBA 4. Oh, and he makes a nice little crossover on Andre. Kicks it out to Williams for 3. It's no good. What a move by Omax. Got to finish out with the bucket. Powell makes a hustle play. Gets the steal. It's Mavs ball. Here's Williams. In the lane. That's going to be a charge. Oh, they go to block it into the and 1. They go to block it in and 1. I think that's an absolute charge or a jump ball. But Williams will take the bucket. The artifact says, will Dallas finish top 2 seed, make it back to the finals? Also, will Luka, win MVP? Top 2 seed, I'm not sure. Because I think they're going to have a lot of total games missed in the regular season by the likes of Luka, Kyrie, and Klay. So I'm not sure there'll be a top 2 seed in the West. Will Luka win MVP? I think this is the year Luka wins MVP. I said that last year. He finished 3rd. He should have finished 2nd. He got screwed by SGA. Year 7, this is the year he wins the MVP. I actually do believe that. The steal by Lawson, but the Rollins gets it back for the Bucks. Kicks it out. Beauchamp for 3. Air ball. Mavs will let that one go out of bounds. As the clock comes up on 9 minutes remaining in the 2024 NBA preseason for the Mavs. Decon, please, don't be sorry. Throw out as many questions as you want. We're here to talk ball, chop it up. Who is the Mavs' top assistant coach on the staff? It is Sean Sweeney. He's been with Jason Kidd for as long as Jason Kidd's been with the Mavs, so this will be his 4th year as well. Sweeney is the top assistant on the Mavs staff. Got a couple of head coaching interviews this offseason, but did not get a head coaching position. So he came back. He is now the top assistant here on the staff. Jared Dudley is probably number 2. And then Alex Jenkins is up there as well. You have a couple of other guys there in the player development side of things, including Daryl Armstrong. And then you have Frank Vogel as well, who's going to be a consultant on this staff. He's not going to travel with the team, really, but he will be around them when they need him. So that's kind of what the Mavs coaching staff looks like right now. Sean Sweeney, he's like the defensive coordinator, so to speak. And then Alex Jenkins is the offensive coordinator. 4ML says, I don't know why. Every time I think Dinwiddie, I think, what do you think? The Mavs are good. We're a good ball club, dude. I cannot wait. 1 week away from opening night. For the final time this evening, I do want to tell you about our very proud sponsor, which, of course, is PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS to get a $50 bonus when you play a $5 lineup. PrizePicks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. And you can now win up to 100 times your money on PrizePicks with as little as 4 correct picks. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive that $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. If you're a PrizePicks loser like myself, it's great. When my picks hit, I could get my money in as quick as 15 minutes because their withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. Sign up today and get that $50 instantly once again when you play $5. PrizePicks is the best way to win real money this basketball season. Which players do you think are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money all season long on PrizePicks. And of course, they always have deals going on. And for instance, PrizePicks has this promotion right now with Anthony Edwards, more than half a point in the season opener. If you get that, it's an automatic hit. Anthony Edwards, more than half a point. Jason Tatum, less than 26.5. Karl Anthony Towns, more than 20.5 points. You can copy my picks. You can make your own picks. Just make sure you do it with our friends over at PrizePicks. Once again, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use the code CLNS, and you will get a free $50 bonus when you play $5. That link is in the live comments right now, and it's in the description of today's show. PrizePicks, run your game. We are winding down here on the 2024 NBA preseason. The Mavs are going to go to 1-3. Your preseason record doesn't matter. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. But shout out to PrizePicks. Artifact says, how good do you think Lively will be? Can he become an all-star? I do think Lively can become an all-star. I don't know if it's this year or even next, but at some point, I think he's an all-star, man. I really do. He has such a positive impact on this team that I think he's going to end up being an all-star, especially if the Mavs win a bunch of games. That's how Dereck Lively gets to be an all-star caliber type guy. Absolutely. Mavs finished 50-32 last year, which was good for 5th in the West. Same 5 on the floor for each team. Rollins takes it, goes left, kicks it out to A.J. Johnson. Back to Rollins, left wing 3. It's good. (91-66). The Bucks trying to make a run here. Make something of this game. Powell gets it to Lawson. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Omax. Omax will drive. Omax! Oh, Omax! Omax throws it down! A poster for OMProsper. That'll be on SportsCenter tomorrow morning. Watch your head top. Oh, man. Andres doesn't know what hit him. And Omax just caught a body. What a dunk by OMProsper. That's what gets me excited about this kid. Holy hell, what a dunk. What a dunk by OMProsper. My goodness, he misses the free throw, but it doesn't even matter. He caught an absolute body there. He just gets the steal as well, but it's out of bounds. That'll be Bucks ball. Exactly 8 minutes remaining in this ball game. Artifact says, sorry to ask. No, please, ask as many questions as you guys want. Do I think Luka will be top 5 all-time scoring and in Hall of Fame? In the Hall of Fame, 100%. I think if he retired today, he's in the Hall of Fame, and that's not a joke. Top 5 all-time in scoring. I mean, you're talking about 35,000 points. Ugh. That's just so much. Like, is Luka going to play 20 years in the league? I don't think he is. I don't think he'll play long enough to make top 5 scoring. Like, Dirk had to play 21 seasons to finish 6th. LeBron's in his 22nd season, and he just passed Kareem in his 21st. So top 5, I don't think he'll finish top 5. Top 10 is absolutely achievable. Williams for 3, no good. I do not think he's going to be top 5, though, of all time scoring. That would be nuts. Klay is not in. Klay has not played in this second half, as the Mavs sat Klay and Kyrie in the second half of this one. Bibble, you got Brandon Williams, Jazz Gortman, AJ Lawson, OMProsper, Dwight Powell in the game for the Mavs right now. Marjon Beauchamp goes to the line. He'll make the first. 93 to 67. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/Mavericks TV or Mavs TV. We'll be live for about half the games this year. Can't wait to chop it up and hang out with y'all. Omax gets fouled, but they don't call it, and it goes out of bounds on the Mavs. Preseason sucks. Bibble, I got you, my guy. I got you. Where's Jamarion? We want Jamarion in. Oh, my goodness. The Bucks center almost turned it over trying to bring it up the court. Rollins has it. Former Warrior. He'll pull up from three over Powell. It's no good, but Brad, whatever his name is, gets the board. Anjis. That's one of the hardest names I've ever seen to pronounce. I bet that's like Lithuanian or something like that. It's one of the hardest names I have ever seen to pronounce. Doc's looking at his staff like, what's going on? Rollins inbounds it to Anjis. Stolen. Omax going up again. He wants another poster. This time he'll just finish with the left hand and the foul. Omax putting on a show here in the fourth. I love this kid, man. I know it's low leverage, and I know it's the fourth quarter of a preseason game. But, dude, Omax just, he has a little something to him. He's got a little something, man. I think the next step for him is to go and dominate in the G League. And then at some point, hopefully the Mavs can integrate him into this rotation. Just the combination of size and athletic ability for him, it's very intriguing. It's tantalizing. Jamarion Sharp is in, finally. The 7'5" man out of Ole Miss is in for the Mavs as Dwight Powell takes a seat. And Beauchamp will pull up from 17 and hit. 96 to 70 is the score. As we come up on 6 minutes left in the preseason. Gortman crosses over, goes baseline, goes under the basket, tries to pass it to Williams. That's a turnover. But Williams tries to hustle. It's going to be out of bounds on the Mavs. It will be Milwaukee ball going the other way. Bibble, yes, you have. That makes you a real one, Bibble. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to Bibble. You're an absolute GOAT. Decon, do we feel that the Mavs are going to gel early or perhaps peak closer to the midpoint of the season? I hope to God that they gel early, because if you just go look at the Mavericks record in the first, let's say, 15 games over the last 12 to 15 years, it has just not been good. This team always struggles out of the gate. It doesn't matter who's coaching them or who's playing for them. They always struggle out of the gate. And I want them to just be good for once. Go on a 5-game win streak to start the season. Is that too much to ask? Gortman pulls up for three and hits. 99 to 70. Timeout, Milwaukee. Mavs are going to score 100 for you there, Bibble. Turkish says, hope the Mavs trade the first rounder this year for an upgrade at backup power forward, because I don't see any spot for a rookie, especially with how deep this team is. I mean, I don't think you need to trade the first-round pick for a backup. If you're trading that first-round pick, it better be for someone who's going to make a remarkable impact on this team. I don't think the Mavs are going to be as aggressive at the trade deadline as they were last year, unless some crazy deal presents itself to them. I think they like their team a lot. They could make some improvement around the fringes, but also you have to factor in the salary cap. The Mavs don't have a lot of room to work with there. So they're going to have to decide and weigh up whether or not they want to put themselves in more cap hell, give up the draft capital, versus trying to run it with the team they already have. What players will be here for more than 12 years? Oh my God. 12 years is longer than most NBA careers last. I'll say Luka. He's already on year 7. So that one's close-ish. If he signs the Supermax, which we all think he will next offseason, that'll put him at 12. Dereck Lively could be here 12 years. He's coming into his second year. So that's a long way away from now. But we'll see on that one. Ty, man, that was a crazy game. I saw the home run. I saw the home run in the 9th. That was nuts. I would say Luka and Lively, the artifact, those are probably the only ones. Artifact, excuse me. I want to get your name right. You've been a real one today. Luka and Lively are probably the only ones that stay 12 years. 12 years is a long, long time in the NBA. Coming back from timeout here, 5.5 minutes left in the game. So here's the plan. After the game ends, I'm going to sign off here live, do a post-game show. That will go out on the channel mañana. That's going to be our plan for tonight. Turkish, yes, that's absolutely something to look out for this next week. A Quentin Grimes extension could be on the horizon. For the Mavs, I believe they have until Wednesday evening to do so. So yeah, that's absolutely something to look out for. Shout out to Turkish, shout out to Artifact, shout out Bibble. 5:36 remaining for this ball game and the preseason. Mavs up 99-70. Lively, Marshall, Hardy, and Dinwiddie combined for 38 points tonight. If that happens in the regular season, the Mavs will win a lot of ball games. If you get 40-ish from those 4. Johnson back in. He's guarded by Gortman. Over to Rollins now. Back to Johnson. Haven't seen him shoot at all in this game. He dumps it off to Robbins, who will get an easy dunk. Haven't seen A.J. Johnson shoot at all in this game, which is very strange. Williams loses it out of bounds, and that's a turnover. Turkish, don't be sorry, brother. Don't be sorry. It's why I'm here. Here to talk Mavs hoops. Jazz Gortman, he's guarding Johnson now. They get it. They're just playing two-man game between Rollins and Johnson the entire offensive shot clock. Now they kick it out. I legit have no idea who that is. Rollins will make a jumper. Who is number 7 for the Bucks? He looks like Drew Holiday. Is that... Who is this? Chris Livingston. Oh, okay. From Kentucky. He's in for the Bucks. Jamarion Sharp runs the floor. Gets the dish from Brandon Williams in the lane for an easy deuce. I wish there was a spot on this team for Sharp. I just don't think there is. I don't see a spot for Sharp on this team. I really wish there was. Emmanuel Miller set to check in. I forget who asked about him earlier. Was it Decon? Did you ask about him? Yes, it was Decon. Yes, Emmanuel Miller about to check in for the Mavs for the final 4 minutes. Jazz Gortman in the lane, kicks it out. He'll lose it, and that's out of bounds. Will be Mavs ball, though, with 3:56 remaining. Buddy Bear. Haven't got it yet, but ordered a custom hoodie, New York basketball, with my area code as the number and Lord Buddy Bear on the back. That's dope, Buddy Bear. That's dope. You got to show Marsh that. They tried to throw an alley-oop to Sharp off the inbound, and it's stolen by Livingston. 5 on the floor for the Mavs right now. It's Brandon Williams, Jazz Gortman, Emmanuel Miller, OMProsper, and Jamarion Sharp. Omax will get it one-on-one in the fast break. Takes the contact and finishes with the left. Omax looks awesome. He looks great in this quarter. Again, I know the competition. I know the stakes. I want to see Omax hoop. I may have to go down to Frisco for a couple games. Go watch Omax play. Dude looks so good. Timeout on the floor. 3.5 minutes left. I'm telling you, Turkish, he looks good, dude. Like, I don't see a spot for him in the rotation, at least to start the season. But if somebody gets hurt, which I hope doesn't happen, knock on wood, or Omax is just like playing so well in the G League and playing so well in practice that he just earns his spot in the rotation, that would not shock me at all if that were to be the case. Would not shock me at all. If Omax was in the rotation on Christmas Day, that would not shock me. Be wild. When the Mavs picked Omax, I originally thought, I was like, all right, he's more NBA ready than Dereck Lively is. Turned out to be the exact opposite. Dereck Lively was an absolute menace for the Mavs last year and in the postseason as well, en route to the finals. Whereas Omax is a bit of a project, and that's okay. What a great swoon by Nico Harrison in the draft of 2023, though. Trading down from 10 to get Lively, picking up that extra first-round pick, which netted you Omax. Great move by Nico. Excuse me, I have the hiccups by Nico Harrison. Resuming play as time winds down here. A.J. Johnson will bring it up. The once Texas signee who played in Australia last year. I believe he's from the Texas area. I could be wrong, but he was signed to play for the Texas Longhorns. Robbins will put up the right-handed jump hook. It's good. 103-76. Brandon Williams gets it sharp in the lane. Right-handed hook. Too strong. Has some touch issues around the rim, but that's to be expected. Sharp, though. He sends that to Kingdom Come. My goodness. A.J. Johnson gets flattened by Jamarion Sharp, and that is why he can play in the NBA. If you are 7'5", and you can jump like that and swat stuff around the rim, you're going to find a role in this league. It may not be this year. It may not be with the Mavericks. Jamarion Sharp will be an NBA player. Take that to the bank. Williams, reverse layups, no good, but a foul. 2:44 remaining here in this one. Mavs lead 103-78. Brandon Williams going to the line for 2. Stars lost, Jim? Damn. First loss of the year. Damn. They were up 1-0. First loss of the year. Rashard, my man. What's up, Rashard Lee? What's up, Rashard Lee? I was wondering if you'd be here tonight. Appreciate you being here, my guy. He's in shambles. Oh, I know. Trace is literally, look where I'm pointing. He is at this wall. Trace is literally right there. He is in shambles. You are right about that. Bibble, do our streams work on TV? Absolutely. If you go to the YouTube app on TV, they work perfect. Turkish, I think he could be the Kleber replacement as a backup forward. Hopefully next year. Can't trust Kleber's health. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. You don't know if Kleber's going to play on any given night. He could be completely healthy one night and all of a sudden he has something wrong with him. Love Maxey, but you're absolutely right about that. And I do think that's where he could carve himself out a role. 100% agree. Graduated from Penn State, but live in Austin now. Hook 'em. Go Nittany Lions. Love that. Enjoy Austin this weekend. It's going to be an absolute scene down there. Omax with it. Dribbles left, goes baseline. He'll kick it out to Emmanuel Miller. Miller, left-handed hook in the lane. It's good. Nice move from Miller. Two minutes remaining in the preseason for the Mavericks. 107-78. Here's George for 3. It's good. Milwaukee not going away. JK, they're cooked. Gortman with it. Gets it over to Omax, who will dribble drive. He'll kick it to Miller. Miller back out to Gortman. Sharp comes and gets it. He's going to pull up from 20. That is not your game, Jamarion. That is not your game. Ryan Rollins with it. Kicks it out. George again for 3. It's good again. Oh, not George. I'm dumb. It's Samuel Amude. Stanley Amude. 6 quick points for Amude there. I don't know why I was thinking it was George. It looked like it said George on the back. Minute remaining. Mavs up 107-84. I gave the Bucks an extra 3 points on accident. Robbins now. Blocked by Sharp again. Here comes Miller on the fast break. Takes the bucket. Left-handed layup is good. Nice move by Emmanuel Miller. Go see him play in Frisco as well. Final minute here. AJ Johnson. Skip pass over. Amude again for 3. This one's off. The rebound by Brandon Williams. Mavs will take this. It'll be a shot clock violation, I believe. I don't think they'll run an offensive play here. As the Dallas Mavericks will improve to 1-3 on the NBA preseason, baby. Let's go. Noah, what up, my guy? What's going on? Game's over. Do I think Lively should start? I don't necessarily think it matters between Lively and Gaff as far as who starts. They're going to play the same amount of minutes anyways. So I don't think it really matters. Jason Kidd and Doc Rivers embrace at half court. There is 6.4 seconds left. AJ Johnson is trying to go get a bucket, but he's not going to go get it. 109-84, Mavs win. Mavs win. Spam those W's in the chat. As the Dallas Mavericks go to 1-3 on the preseason. It's always good if it's a win. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's preseason, if it's the regular season, or if it's the postseason. You always want to see a dub. Spam those dubs, baby. Yes, sir. Shout out Artifact. Shout out Bibble. Shout out Noah Turner. Shout out Decon. Shout out Rashard. Shout out Turkish. All the real ones. Jim Rockford, who have been in here to start. Appreciate y'all a lot, man. It meant a lot. This was a lot of fun. Again, we'll be here next Thursday for Mavs versus Spurs. It is the season opener. It's Victor Wembanyama coming to the AAC. Hopefully, emphasize hopefully, Luka plays in that game. And we'll see a real live basketball game that matters with the wins and losses. Noah coming in late with the super chat right before we sign off. Shout out to Noah. Noah, let me pull your super chat up here one moment. Let me pull your super chat up here, Noah. Let's see, fetch. Ba-doop. Shout out to my man Noah Turner coming in clutch. Appreciate you, Noah. Pull your super chat up on screen here before we sign off. Noah, should the Mavs extend Irving this year? No, they can't as well because, well, I guess they could, but they're not going to because he has that player option for next year. So they'll ride that out. Kyrie will likely decline that player option and go to free agency. And the Mavs could give him like a 2 or 3 year deal at that point, which is what I think will end up happening if all goes well. Bibble, you have a good night too. Gerardo, have a good night. Noah, have a good night. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to Noah. Shout out to Buddy Bear for the supers. Those go a long way in helping out the channel. We're going to go ahead and sign off here. Again, I'm about to do a post-game show here that'll go out tomorrow morning. Thank you to everyone who tuned in to the Mavericks watch party here on Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. The Mavericks win 109-84. The next time we do one of these things, real basketball. My name is Jeffrey Cooperstein. Hit that subscribe button, youtube.com/MavsTV, and go give me a follow on Twitter at Jeff_Coop27. And we'll see you guys soon here on Mavericks Today. Have a good night, everyone.